video of our multi-video seller series. We shall look at what happens once the home is on the market and we have set up all of the marketing. At this point, we shall be handling showings, providing feedback and supporting the seller as best as possible through what could be, without our support, a stressful time. Here are 7 important points to note on these 2 topics.
Number 1. Showing a vacant home. On a vacant home, other agents will coordinate showing the home to their buyer with us, but in the main are able to choose a time to suit their buyer's schedule, so long as it does not coincide with a time already selected for viewing by another agent and their buyer. We try to ensure that all agents and their buyers have an uninterrupted time frame during which they can view and take in the home's characteristics. The same will apply to vacation homes during their periods of vacancy. Unfortunately, when vacationing guests are present, showings are not normally permitted.
Number 2. Showing a seller-occupied home. When we list a home for sale that is still being lived in by the seller, we coordinate the viewings with the seller, making sure that they are at times which are convenient to the seller. We recognize that the home is still the seller's place of refuge and somewhere where the seller still needs to be able to enjoy some much needed rest and relaxation. If there are multiple showing requests, we try to arrange them whenever possible to happen consecutively to avoid the seller having disturbances scattered throughout the whole day. As mentioned in a previous video in the seller series, it is preferable if the seller is able to leave the home for the duration of the viewing or viewing sequence, exiting with other family members and pets. Preparing a home for sale has also been covered in a previous video, so a seller knows what to do to make sure the home shows at its best each and every time it is viewed. Remember that having curtains and blinds open and lights on will give the home a brighter feel.
Number 3. Access to the home. Access to the home will be afforded to the showing agents by use of a secure lockbox which will safely house the keys to the home. This high-tech electronic lockbox is only accessible by licensed agents via a special phone app and password-protected Bluetooth technology. Not only does this lockbox track the agents who enter and leave the property, it also ensures that all buyers are accompanied by a licensed real estate agent. At the time of listing the home for sale, we shall need a copy of any front door keys. In cases where there are no actual keys to the home and only an electronic door pad, then the electronic code will be supplied to the showing agent.
Number 4. Security. Should the home have a security system, it is preferable not to have the security system switched on at the time of the viewing. Agents may not disarm the system correctly and hence have the alarm sounding loudly for the duration of the viewing, which will not make for a pleasurable experience for a prospective buyer. In the case of a gated community, it is preferable where possible to share the gate code with the showing agent, or in the case of a guard-gated community, to give the agent's name to the guard ahead of the visit to facilitate the agent's entry into the community with the buyer.
Number 5. Setting up a showing. We set up the showing instructions for our homes on the MLS so that agents call us for viewing permission even in the case of vacant homes. We do this specifically as we want to talk to the agent ahead of the showing to explain any positive selling features of the home to make sure that these are not overlooked and in turn are shared with the buyer.
Number 6. Personal feedback. We make a point of following up by phone call after the viewing has taken place. If the agent does not pick up, then we send a text message and continue with this process until feedback has been obtained. We believe that having feedback from the viewings is extremely important in order to determine what buyers are finding to be positive attributes and what are the home's features that may be having a negative effect on the buyers and discouraging them from making an offer on the home.
Number 7. Handling feedback. Positive feedback is of course very comforting and reassuring for a seller. But what if a lot of the feedback we receive is negative in nature? What then? There is some negative feedback that the seller cannot do anything about, such as airplane noise, distance from stores and other amenities, traffic buildup en route to the home, location within the community, outlook, year of build, its floor plan, or square footage. However, if we receive comments that the home is cluttered, has animal or other odours, or is in need of refurbishment in some areas, then these are things that we can discuss with the homeowner and remedy these issues so that future viewings will be more pleasurable for buyers. If a homeowner does not want to deal with refurbishment prior to the sale of the home, and we hear that this is a constant issue with buyers, then we can suggest that we advertise that the seller is prepared to give the buyer a certain monetary credit at closing to take care of issues such as carpet, paint, and other replacements and enhancements.
Thanks for watching, and make sure to check out the rest of the videos in this seller series.